Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Green. We're doing another Bible study, 2 Samuel chapter 23. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, or if you have any questions, you can send me an email. If you have questions, you can also comment below. I'm going to kind of warn you guys ahead of time. This particular chapter, remember I'm dyslexic, I stutter sometimes. There's going to be some names that I'm going to struggle with. Just bear with me. It's going to be closer to the end, and we'll see how it goes. 2 Samuel 23, verse 1. Now these be the last words of David. David the son of Jesse said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel said, the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me, and the words that was on my tongue. The God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spoke to me, that he ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God, and he slid me in the light of the morning. When the sun rises, even in the morning without clouds, and the tender grass sprinkling out of the earth, the clear shining after the rain. Though my house be not so with God, yet he has made me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things, and sure for these all for my salvation. In all my desires throughout he make it not to grow. And the sons of Baal should not be them as the thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. Now it's going to start talking about David's mighty men. Verse 8. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Techmite who sat on the seat, chief among the captains, who saved Adino, the Ezanite, and he lifted up a spear against the 800 whom he slew at one time. So you have this first guy who's just amazing with the spear. And after him was Eleazar the son of Dodo, the Elhanite, one of the three mighty men with David. And they defiled the Philistines that are with them gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines, under his hand was weary, and with his hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord brought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. So the first guy, you got a guy really good with the spear. The second guy really good with his sword. You know, there was a Viking saying that said it is better to stay in a fight. If you run, you only die tired. You know, if you're going to die anyways, you might as well fight. I remember the Patriot, he decided he wanted to fight no matter what. This guy here on Tiananmen Square, he decided to stand in front of the tanks. Like, you know, I don't like this, so I'm going to stand in front of you. You know, a lot of times these people would just fight because they had nothing else to lose. If they lose, then they lose everything, so they might as well fight. 2 Thessalonians 3 says, now then that is such a command they extort our Lord Jesus Christ, that they fight as they work and eat their own bread. But ye brethren, be not weary in well-doing. 2 Samuel 23 and 11. And after him was Shemaiah, the son of Agar the Hittite, and the Philistines were gathered together to a troop. There was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines. And the Lord brought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chief went down, and came to David in his harvest, unto the time of Aluam, and the troop of the Philistines pitched up the valley of Rephaim. And David was with them, behold, the garrison of the Philistines with them was in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, oh, that one would give me a drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And the three mighty men broke through the hosts of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem. And it was by the gate that they took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink hereof, but poured it out to the Lord. But he said, be far from me, O Lord, that I shall do this. It is not the blood of the men that are in jeopardy of their lives. Therefore he would not drink it. And these things did the three mighty men. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, the chief priest among three, and he lifted up a spear against the 300 and slew them. And he had the name among three. So if you look here, you got Joab over here, and here's Abishai, his brother, and here's King David over there. And he was not most honored of three, therefore he was their captain, howbeit he attained not to the first three. And Benjamin the son of Jehoiada, the son of valiant men of Casbi, who has done many acts, he slew 2 like men of Moab, and went down also and slew a lion out of the midst of the pit of the snow. I don't know how hard you guys think it is to kill a lion, but it's not very easy. And this guy killed 2 men that were just like lions. And then he said he went down and slew a lion in the midst of the pit. And he slew an Egyptian, a godly man, with the Egyptian had a spear in his hand. But he went down to him with a staff, and he plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah the son of Jehoiada in the name of among the 3 mighty men. And he was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. Ashiel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem. Shemaiah the Hittite. Eliki the Hetherite. Hazael the Pedrite. Ira the son of Akasha the Tedorite. Elbelezan the Ederhodan. Melabuan the Hishitite. Zelaman the Edavite. Melhariah the Nephatite. Heliab the son of Batnah a Nephanite. Attiah the son of Rabada out of the Galilean with the children of Benjamin. Behaniah the Federite. Hittiah of the brooks of Gasha. Albada the Betterite. Hazmedeth the Bedmarite. Ezabad the Shutterite. The sons of Joasham, Jonathan. Shemaiah the Hittite. Adam the son of Harah the Hittite. Elphanah the son of Abishadad, the son of the Melthonite. Eliv the son of Aphreli the Gidonite. Now this last one's actually kind of important. Deuteronomy 24 says, the fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man should be put to death for his own sin. Samuel 11, remember, it said, and David said, I inquire after this woman, and one said, is this not Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite? 2 Samuel 23. Azariah the Hemelite, Pharisai the Emelite, Egil the son of Nathan of Zobite, Bana the Gedonite, Gelek the Emerite, Noab the brother of the armor-bearer Joab, the son of Zeruiah, Ithra the Hittite, Joab the Ithrite, and Uriah the Hittite, 30 and 7 in all. So remember, David saw Bathsheba in the pool and he wanted her, so he called for her. Bathsheba ended up getting pregnant. David didn't want to be known by this, so he basically figured out who her husband was. So here's the consequences of King David's affair. David decided to do bad things with Bathsheba and got her pregnant. And her son, her husband Uriah, he ended up finding a way to get him killed. And you can see that Bathsheba's father was Eliam, and his father was Ariphathel. And Ariphathel actually had a great-grandson, Absalom, who conspired against King David to take the throne. Well, guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, you can let me know. I'm going to put a couple links on the screen. The bottom right is going to be the 2 Samuel Bible study. The top left is going to be the 1 Samuel Bible study. And then the bottom left is going to be a video YouTube things you're going to like. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click that bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have yourself a great day.